Hello there and welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I'm Anuradha and in this lecture I am back with some more interesting tips that you need to follow in order to write the best PPTT stories in your SSB interview. Now, those of you who don't know what PPTT is all about, let me give you a brief introduction of it. Picture Perception and Description Test or PPDT is the second test of SSB interview stage 1 screening after the OIR test. In PPTT, a picture is shown to you for 30 seconds. An approximate time of 4 minutes is given to you to write a story on it. After writing the story, you are asked to narrate the story with the group that you are in later on in front of the assessors and ultimately a group discussion as well. So just as important SSB is for joining the defense, PPTT is as important for going to stage 2 of the SSB interview. In this particular lecture, I'm going to give you a compilation of some tips which you can use to write the best PPTT story according to the SSB recommended candidates. So let's begin now. But before that, let me tell you that now if you're preparing for the different defense competitive exams at the comfort of your home, you can do so very easily by logging onto our website ssbcrackexams.com or by simply downloading our mobile app from the Google Play Store. And you need to subscribe to all the courses or any of the courses that you need to attend. Also, don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel, our Instagram page, and join our Telegram group. So let's start with a short introduction of what is PPTT. As I've already mentioned before, I want to repeat it for you. It is the second test of SSB stage 1 screening process just after the OIR test. In this particular stage, a picture is shown to you for 30 seconds and then you'll be given 4 minutes to write a story on it. After writing the story, you have to appear for a group discussion in front of the assessors. Now I will be beginning with the tips one by one. The first tip that you need to follow is that the story is something which depicts the level of imagination and certainly measures your personality in the PPTT process. If you are writing a story and correlating it to your personality, then you must know about yourself too. For example, if you see a story and you write about a character that has taken bold moves in action while working with a group, but you don't like to mingle in the society with people, so here is a problem creation. That is faking yourself. So I would suggest you rather write something which you have in you and depict it in the character you are mentioning as your main character in the story. Second tip is that the picture that will be shown to you will be hazy and you will get only 30 seconds to observe the picture. Use this time to maximize your observation about the picture. You should be able to decide the number of the characters shown in the story, and this should be followed by deciding the main character of your story among all other characters. Also, don't forget to focus on the surroundings or the background of the picture, as it will help you in creating a theme about your story. While observing, you should be able to see minute details in the picture like the activities that the characters are doing and their exact mood, plus the resources available in the picture that you can use in the story to make it more realistic and efficient. The third point to remember is that you need to create the main character of your story in the first 5 seconds when the picture is shown to you. The main character of your story should be proactive in the approach and should take actions for the betterment of the existing crisis or the situation if given. It is very important that you should project your main character doing things which are realistic and common in practical life. This can be done very easily by assuming yourself in the same situation as that of your main character and by thinking about what you would have done if you were in his place. The next tip to remember is don't try to create unnecessary problems, disasters and tragic situations when they aren't shown in the picture. You shouldn't project your main character as someone who you aren't in your life. Likewise, if any seemingly negative picture is shown as the scene of a death or accident, then doesn't try to escape the situation and face it and as an armed forces officer will do. Don't try to spin off the theme shown in the picture and write something entirely different with varied context. Try to stick to the theme shown in the picture. The next tip to remember is that some candidates prepare a story beforehand, and whatever the picture is shown, they will write that preconceived story even if it doesn't matches with the picture shown to them. Writing such stories in a preconceived and pre-decided manner will not only hamper your chances for the screening, but will leave a bad taste about your poor comprehensive skills and basic intelligence level. Therefore, the best possible route is to be natural and act to the story shown by writing the very first thought that comes to your mind. The assessors are looking for candidates with natural responses and unique thought processes who are showcasing the probabilities of possessing OLQs. Next, though your responses should be natural, you won't be able to write a story in the good format and proper sequence structure if you haven't done a good amount of practice. The allotted time is ticking fast and you have to write the story in understandable handwriting and proper sentences. You can't afford to stop here at this junction and think about the further story, as the full format of the story should be clear in your mind even before you start writing the story. Therefore, start doing timed practice by keeping blurred and hazy pictures in front of you and then writing a story on them by keeping in mind about your natural reaction to the stimuli. Next thing to do is that the introduction of the main character shouldn't be much detailed about, but at the same time, it shouldn't be done hastily too. The main character should be introduced in such a manner that the assessor gets to know the motive behind each word that you have written about it with regard to the context of the story. Also, the process and action should be kept in mind and not unnecessary adjectives to describe the main character, as the action written by you will further elaborate on the qualities of the main character. Next thing to keep in mind is that the story written by you should be short, crisp, and to the point. The objective of the story should be crystal clear, and there shouldn't be any space for dilly-dallying actions that do not concern the main theme of the story. Every action and each word should be in relevance to the context of the story. Therefore, try to write the story from the point of view of a common but aware man who doesn't assume unrealistic things straight from the movies. You should be able to convey your exact thoughts through your story, as it will show that you do possess good imaginative and practical skills. Next thing is, the core aspect of a military officer is about action to the situation in front of him. Usually the decisions have to be taken in a matter of split seconds, and that's why he should be alert and agile and should have a hawk-eye observation. So observe all the things in the picture like an officer and then present it in a structured manner. Decision making is important, and writing about only thoughts and no action will show you in a poor light. Next thing, the story written by you should be divided into 3 parts and described accordingly. The 3 parts should be what has happened in the picture, what is currently happening in the story or picture, and what are the possible future outcomes or what will happen in the story. These 3 are the aspects of the story writing, and you should be able to properly formulate your story according to these points and allocate conquest lines for each of these. Next one, last but not the least, is you should always remain cool and maintain the temperament no matter what is shown. You have to know that there will be pressure while writing, as time is limited. Also, sometimes nothing strikes your mind when you see the picture, but there's no need to panic, as you have to concentrate hard on the picture shown and should try to relate to the environment surrounding you. You have to stay calm and composed, as this quality will sail you through the stage 1 of the screening process of the SSB interview. So I hope that you have understood all the points, and I hope that you will use these important tips while you are practicing writing PPTT stories at your home. I will conclude by saying that the most important part is listening. People will come and give you many suggestions as per their experiences, but the main thing is that you must listen carefully and adhere to it what will be instructed to you at the time of briefing before PPTT by the psychologist. Listen to the psychologist, as he or she will give you every minute detail of it. The thing is that you must have an open mind in order to use your imagination as per the instructions. So if you want to prepare for the upcoming SSB interview, you can do so very easily by buying these books off from Amazon or Flipkart. The links of these books are already given in the description box below. So order these books. These books will really help you to prepare efficiently and in a much easier manner for your SSB interview. So I'll see you next with something more interesting and helpful for your SSB interview. Till then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams and always stay motivated. Jai Hind.